Hello friends, in this video we are going to see about what is meditation, what are its benefits, if you are a beginner, how to do meditation. So what is meditation? Meditation is nothing but focusing our mind on something for some time. This mind constantly keeps on thinking about various things, but if you focus it on a particular thing, if you pay your attention on a specific thing for some time, that is called meditation. As there are many exercises, workouts for our body, meditation is some kind of workout for our mind as well as for our brain. So, the US National Center for Complementary Health and Integrative Medicine says that meditation is a mind and body practice that has a long history of use for increasing calmness and physical relaxation, improving psychological balance, coping with illness, and enhancing overall health and well being. So, there have been various types of meditation. Like, if you wake up in a day, if you start brushing, if you take a bath, if you eat food, so if you pay attention in each of these things, then that is also a kind of meditation. Like in this way, if you pay attention for each and every footstep you keep, for each and every action you take, then in the 24 hours of a day also you are in a constantly in a meditative state. So this is also a meditation. It is called mindfulness. Paying attention on whatever the acts you are doing. So there is something called focus meditation in which you focus your attention towards something. For example, your breath, or it may be your future goals. You may creatively visualize all those things. It may be for specific healing purposes, like specific part of your body may be painful. You may pay your attention towards that part of the body. As we know, wherever the mind goes, the energy flows over there. You can practice meditation for reprogramming some of your habits. Like if you're waking late in a day, you may use it to reprogram your mind and body to wake up early in the day. Like you can use it for intuitive purposes, like to create invention, to modify your invention, or it can be as simple as blessing someone or paying gratitude to someone. So there is something called mantra meditation in you, which you pay attention by constantly chattering or uttering a mantra. So this can be done with the help of a japa mala also, to know the count of how many times we utter the mantra. There is something called sound based meditation in which a sound is played and you pay attention on that sound. Or else you can just simply monitor the thoughts that is constantly going on in your mind, and you can see what are the thoughts that are coming to your mind. That is also a kind of meditation only. So ultimate reason of why to do meditation is to increase our self-awareness, and the ultimate goal will be to attain enlightenment. So what does researchers say about meditation? Although various researches have been conducted, we will see about the most important one. The functional MRI done on the brains of those persons who have done meditation for at least 8 weeks shows that there is increase in the blood flow in the regions of the brain where it is responsible for self-awareness, compassion and tolerance. So they have found that the gray matter is thicker in that areas when compared to other areas. In the similar way, the regions responsible for stress, anxiety and addiction have been found to that area of the brain have been found to be shrunken. So, those people who meditate, when they get exposed to some infections, the antibody production has been found to be higher when compared to those who doesn't do meditation. So, what are the benefits of meditation? Meditation, it decreases anxiety, it avoids depression, it increases our pain tolerance, it keeps us energetic throughout the day, it increases the positive attitude, positive mindset, it decreases the sleep that is required. Even American Heart Association advise that meditation is beneficial for those who are suffering from any cardiac illnesses, and it is good for improving the cardiac health also. Various researches have been done with specific diseases and meditation, and everything has been found to be useful. Everything has been found to be beneficial. To mention a few, like irritable bowel syndrome, cognitive decline in the elderly people, post-traumatic stress disorder, even in cancer patients, meditation has been found to be beneficial. Even clinical psychology or psychiatry has developed few meditation techniques for those people who are addicted to something and help them overcome those addictions. So meditation is in workplace is one of the most important things. Even in the schools which I study, we have a meditation period of about 10 minutes in the morning and 10 minutes in the evening, like a total of 20 minutes in the day. And teachers used to strictly watch whether the students are correctly utilizing the meditation period. So even Google started giving meditation practices training for their employees right from 2007. So if you are a beginner and if you are new and if you don't know how to do a meditation, if you ask me how to start, I have already posted a video about 1 minute meditation. I would definitely recommend you and strongly recommend you to go and see that video right now so that you can immediately start doing meditation after that video itself. So meditation is nothing like a compulsive thing. It's just to improve your life. It's just to conduct your life in a conscious way. That's all. So where you can do meditation, there is no restrictions on where you can do meditation. You can do it in your office, you can do it in your home, you can do it on a mat, you can do it by sitting in a chair, you can do it by sitting on a floor also. But initially I would suggest that if you are a beginner, you can find a calm and isolated place so that your consciousness, your attention will be increased so that you are not getting distracted to much things. One more specific thing which I would like to mention is the benefits of group meditation. If you do, instead of doing meditation alone, if you practice meditation along with few people like in yoga centers, it helps you get into the attention, your attention span increases and it helps you get into that conscious state so fast because all those people in that place are concentrating towards something. Everyone wants to get into their conscious state. So even if one person gets into that track, it pulls all those people into that energy field. So you get into that constant, get into that energy field, like positive concentrative energy field so soon, and also you don't get distracted more often. So what is the preferred position to do meditation? There is nothing like that. Each and every asana has its own benefits, but there is no need to practice any specific positions for meditation. You can sit in a chair, or else you can sit in Sukhasana, or else if you know some asanas like Padmasana, Ardha Siddhasana, Vajrasana, or any other asana, you can practice meditation like that. If you ask me whether I can do meditation in lying down position, of course, yes, you can do. That is also called Savasana. But I would recommend you to practice in sitting position as far as possible, mainly for two reasons. One thing, while lying down, you tend to sleep. So I would recommend to do this only before sleeping so that you don't sleep while doing meditation. So one more thing is, you should, if your back is straight during meditation, it provides us the chance for the Kundalini energy to rise from the Mooladhara chakra and to the higher centers. And ultimately your energy level and your consciousness, everything is going to get increased. But if you bend your back or if you're in a lying down position, the chances of the Kundalini energy getting raised to higher levels is much less. There is no chance at all. Okay. So how long should we practice meditation? There are no limitations on how long should we practice meditation. I have given even in the previous video, I have given a meditation technique for just 1 minute. So even if you do meditation for 1 minute, that is as beneficial as doing meditation for 1 hour. So there are no limitations. You can practice it for 1 minute or you can practice it for 1 hour, depending on your goals, and you will learn later during the time. But initially you can start with 1 minute and then increase to 2, 3, 4, 5, and like 10 minutes will be an ideal time. So Western studies suggest that at least minimum of 8 minutes a day gives a great benefit. So what time of the day can I do meditation? There are no restrictions on what time you can do. You can do on any time of the day. But if you ask me what is the best time, when can I derive the maximum benefits out of meditation, it will be like 4 to 6 in the early morning. And also immediately within 1 hour after waking up, if you do meditation within these times, it is highly beneficial. If you ask me whether I can do meditation after eating, yes, of course you can do meditation after eating. But it is not recommended, mainly because of two reasons. One thing is, if you do meditation after eating, you may tend to sleep. One thing, you may feel dull. And one more thing is, it is like less beneficial because already the body is spending its energy towards digesting your food. But if you concentrate your attention on something else, the benefits that will be derived at that time will be much less. Not much less, it won't be that beneficial. So, which meditation is the best meditation technique? There is nothing called which is the best meditation technique. Although you may learn thousands of meditation techniques, Instead of learning thousands of meditation techniques, if you learn only one meditation technique and if you master that, that can give you as much benefits as practicing thousands of meditation techniques in a single day. There is nothing like best or worst. Even if you know as simple meditation as like which I have previously mentioned, like 1 minute meditation, that can give you anything whichever you want. So, which religion does meditation belong to? Meditation doesn't belong to any religion, but meditation has been advised in all the religious practices. And also, meditation is, yeah, it's a practice like something like exercise. As exercise is for the body, meditation is for the mind. So meditation doesn't belong to any religion. So if you have any doubts regarding meditation, kindly leave in comments. We will see more about meditation in the upcoming videos also. I will see you in one another useful video. Until then, it's Aravind signing off. Bye.